Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and with this video I wanted to sort of voice my reaction to the official debut of what Jared Leto is going to appear as the Joker in the upcoming Suicide Squad movie. I've definitely seen some mixed reactions to it, and my own reaction was something that kind of surprised me. I mean, let me get out of the way right away and say that it's not something I necessarily dig or gravitate toward, like the Jack Nicholson Joker or the Heath Ledger Joker. If they were going for a Joker sort of, look or design that was meant to scare the living crap out of me and like just really unnerve me, get under my skin, certain elements that I think are, proponents of the Joker's psychology, his psyche, his character, then wow, they won. They did it. They managed to succeed at making that one hell of a creepy looking mother trucker. Holy crap. I mean, that image just looks so creepy. Just absolutely scary as hell. I mean, he looks almost like he's an ex-con or something, with all the tats and everything, and all the Joker-centric tats, and the green hair. You got the pale white skin. You do see red around his lips and everything. You see smiles with the teeth, the toothy grins all over his person in the form of tattoos, the ha-ha-has. Very iconic from sort of that scene of The Killing Joke, and at least the lettering of the laughter and everything. And man, like, I don't like it in a sense, but at the same time I kind of love it, because you're not really supposed to like the Joker. I'm a big time fan of the Joker. He's my all-time favorite super villain. And this just unnerves me. It just sets me aback. I think the feeling they're going for, the reaction they may be going for, is that level of just feeling like, disheveled. Like, you look at this and you're just like, creeps, dislike, go away, get away from me. In that regard, I almost love it, because that should be the way we see the Joker. We should want to run in the other direction, and this picture makes me want to run the frick away. I don't know. It's a really, really strange look, and I think it's going to be just as unique and original in sort of the look and design of the character, and maybe how they're going to be portraying the character. I mean, keep in mind, this is a Suicide Squad framework, so in a manner of speaking, this is a Joker who's kind of going to be skirting the anti-hero lines, maybe, unless he's just going to be absolutely psychotic. I don't know, man. Just this image just really set me off, put me off, and it was like, in all the ways the Joker should affect you in that regard, at least to my thinking. I mean, the way you see his mouth, and he's got sort of the silver teeth and everything, and I mean, like I say, it kind of appears to be like, ex-con stuff, with the way the tats are designed, the way the teeth are designed. I'm not familiar with the All-Star Joker, but I've heard that's what this is meant to sort of embody, and okay, whatever. I'm gonna reserve my judgment to see how this version of the Joker plays out on screen, how they're gonna, deal with all of that. But wow, it's just a really, really creepy look for the Joker. And like I say, it immediately sort of sets me aback and makes me uncomfortable, makes me, get the creeps. And there's almost a level of terror. Like, if I saw this guy, I would get the hell out of town. I'd get the hell out of Dodge. If he was walking down the road, and I'm going in the same direction, or I'm going in the direction toward him, I'm gone. I'm a dust cloud. What exists where I was is a dust cloud Johnny Blues shaped. That's pretty much all I can say about it. It's just really, really off-putting and creepy. And those are elements that the Joker should be. I mean, when I watched the Jack Nicholson Joker, I've always had a different sort of reaction to that. Cesar Romero, his Joker, Heath Ledger's. I mean, you're almost rooting for the Joker. You're almost rooting for this psychotic villain, and just being like, yeah, and like, not this Joker. This Joker is like, that's how you should react to the Joker. You should be off-put by him. You should be very sort of, disconcerted by his appearance. And if they were going for that, damn, did they nail it, as far as I'm concerned. Because, wow, I get chills looking at it. Like, it just freaks me out. Maybe that's just me. I know people are, there are people who are kind of digging it. There are people who are not digging it. And I don't know whether I'm digging it or not. I'll have to wait and see how they portray this character and how Jared Leto plays this character. But as far as the look goes, as far as the design, the motif, the aesthetic, freaky as hell is all I can say. Freaks me out looking at that image. I mean, I can only look at it for so long before I start to think, like, I'm going to have nightmares looking at this. And, I want to be like, I hate it for that. I want to say, like, I really don't like it. But I kind of do, because that's the way we're supposed to react to this character. We're supposed to be, off-put by him, as I say. And so it's kind of a point of conflict for me. I'm looking at it like, not really sure I like this look, and I don't like the way this look makes me feel. But yeah, I mean, no truer personification of the Joker could there be if he doesn't put you off like that. The Joker shouldn't be seen as a cool villain. He's a psychopath. He's a murderer. And this image just embodies this sort of ghostly, creepy, sort of incarcerated psycho criminal vibe that really just is disconcerting. And so I gotta give him points for that. If nothing else, I'll have to reserve judgment, as I say, to see how this is portrayed on screen. But look alone, I'm so disconcerted by it that I have to applaud them. Because at least I'm not like, wow, that looks cool. That looks, yeah, that's the Joker, like with Ledger and with Nicholson. And, I don't think I ever got that way with Cesar Romero, who's Joker, but I liked his portrayal. Mark Hamill's Joker, that voice, that cackle, these were all iconic Jokers. And I think maybe all along it's been kind of the wrong reaction to have with all these incarnations of the Joker, to be like, yeah, the Joker's awesome, You know what it makes me think of, or reminds me of? If you've ever seen the image of Conrad Veidt from, I think it's a silent film called The Man Who Laughs, and this is actually something they kind of harken back to with the Heath Ledger Joker, the idea of, how did I get these scars, this was a character who was scarred and was left with this giant toothy grin, and but if you I highly recommend you Google that particular image, because that image in and of itself has always been really disconcerting to me, in a very similar fashion to this Jared Leto appearance of the Joker. I don't want to say they're the same, or they're at least similar, put it that way, at least as far as I'm concerned. In as far as especially if I were a kid and I'd seen that image, I didn't actually come upon it until I was in like my late teens. But if I was a kid and I saw that Conrad Veidt image, that would have freaked me out. And it still kind of gives me the creeps a little bit in that old black and white silent film kind of framework, like the Nosferatu, and even though it wasn't a silent film, the Night of the Living Dead. This Jared Leto Joker just kind of makes me feel similarly disconcerted, I guess I could say. Otherwise that'll be pretty much it for me on this, certainly nightmare fuel at the very least. And I hope this video finds you well. I'll catch you later. Peace.